We're beginning today's practice sitting. So if you want to get something to sit up on, I'm up on my bolster here. A couple of yoga blocks or cushions or folded blanket, just something to elevate the hips a little bit helps a lot. We're trying to get that nice tall spine. So think about your pelvis rocking forward so that you're right up on your sit bones and the bowl of your pelvis comes to a neutral position. I often think of the pelvis as like a basin, and if you picture that bowl brimful with water, a lot of the time when we're sitting we have it tilted back a little bit, so you could imagine if it was full of water it's sort of spilling out the back a bit. When we sit we want to bring that water level. Okay, generally we don't tilt it too far forwards because the hips will stop us, so just try and feel the neutral curve in the lower back. Then bring the back of your head over the sacrum. Okay, just let the head come back a little bit, chin down a little bit, shoulders drop, hands resting on the legs. Let's close the eyes. You can do any of this as well, sitting on a chair, feet firmly planted on the earth. Take a moment now to do nothing at all, just to listen, inside and out. Let go of some of the effort here and just notice your breath. Notice your energy levels. And if there are any particular feelings you're feeling right now or have been feeling and how that's left you. Accepting all of this just as it is, let's breathe out and bow the head. The chin releasing towards the throat. As you start to deepen the breath, breathing into the belly, ribs and chest, begin to just roll your head from one shoulder to the other. So this can be in rhythm with your breath, or it can just be a slow, smooth movement as you breathe, a little deeper and slower. Go at your own pace, keep the shoulders relaxed, and listen in to those muscles in and around the neck. Maintaining a relaxed, tall spine. Taking one more full round of breath here. And if things have been a little bit overwhelming lately for any reason, try to set some of that aside for now. Let the physical sensations in your body and your breath be your anchor. We're going to let the chin on the next inhale rise up to the sky, opening the throat. And then back to the center. Feel the crown of the head float upwards. Good. Let one hand come down towards the earth by your side and take the other arm up and over. Open the side body. Take a moment to breathe here into that space. And as you breathe out, just round your back. Let the arm come forwards a little as you switch sides. So bringing that hand to the earth, the other arm up and over. You can do all this with the eyes closed, stay inside and take one more breath. And then rounding, come on around back to the center. Find your tall spine again as you breathe in, and on the out breath, a little twist to any direction, just bringing a hand behind you, a hand against a leg or the earth. Breathe and wind the upper body, the neck, the head into that twist. As you're ready, unwind it and head around the other direction. Feel the inhale draw length through the spine, and the exhale allow you to move around a little further. If you're sitting on a chair for this kind of twist, you can grab a good hold of the back of the chair. Works really well. Come on back to the center as you're ready. And bring yourself up onto your feet to a forward bend. So maybe you bring what you were sitting on around in front of you. Put your hands on that then. Lift the hips up and
Give the backs of the legs a little stretch as you drop your body down, nice and relaxed. Relax your neck, your head, your jaw. Feel the weight of your head hanging down here so that you can really breathe in and out of your nose. Letting that blood go to the head, waking us up. Let's take one more breath. So even though we're lengthening the backs of the legs, feel free to keep a little bend in your knees, which will allow the upper body to drop a little further over. Now let's bend our knees further and roll up on one inhale. Unwind all the way up to standing. Take your time. So as you exhale, find your alignment here. The head coming in line with the spine, the shoulders roll back, let the head clear. And then as you're ready, breathe in, let the arms come wide and up to the sky. Catch a hold of your right wrist, soften your knees for a moment, sink into those feet. And from your feet, breathe in, come up to the sky, reach through the right fingers. Now take that over to the left, push down through the right foot, even bending the knee. Breathe in a little further into that right side, back to the center, breathe out, change the grip to the left wrist. Breathe in first high, fingers reaching up into the sky. Now over to the right, and as you do, bend that left knee, push into the left foot. There you go, take another big breath in there. Back to the center and let the arms go. Good, taking the weight into your left foot now, bring your right knee up. Link the fingers around your knee, stand tall. Eyes on one spot, use a wall if you like for your hand or your sacrum. Breathe. Push down through the big toe and outer edge of that standing foot. Now keep your right hand on your knee, left hand on the wall or your hip. Open the leg out to the right. Really good. Push down through the toes, through the heel. Breathe in, lift taller. Breathe out, open through the hip. Good, bring it on back to the center. Left hand around the knee, breathe in and send the right arm back behind you in a little twist. Breathe out, stand tall. Now if you're ready for a little challenge, turn the gaze a little bit towards the right. Yes, that brings in a little bit of a wobble, that's okay. Reconnect to your breath. Go a little further into your twist, maybe further with your gaze. Bring it on back to the center and link your fingers under your leg, under your thigh. Breathe in, stand tall. Breathe out, let the leg come down. Weight in the right foot, lift the left knee. Link the fingers around the knee. Breathe in, stand tall. Up through the heart, use that wall if you need it. Breathe out, think about the toes, the heel. Get strong around the pelvis. Right hand to the hip or the wall, left hand opens the knee out to the side. Eyes steady. Breathe in, a little connection through the core. Breathe out. Nice. Bring it on back to the middle, swap hands. Breathe in, left arm back behind. So keep those eyes steady on that point you're looking at, or choose a new point a little further around to the left. Get steady through the body and the mind and the gaze. And go further to your twist. Gently come back to the center, link the fingers under the leg. Breathe in, stand tall, shoulders back. Breathe out, bring it down. Good, feet a little bit apart, turn your toes out. Big breath into the sky. Breathe out, come down, a gentle squat. So you haven't even warmed up. So elbows inside your knees. We're just feeling in here. Lean in. And take another breath. Breathe out, knees wide. Just ease the hips down a tiny bit. Now let your hands come down to the earth. Let your legs go on back. Come to your hands and knees. Breathe in, anchor the hands down, lift the head, lift the tailbone, push into the hands, little stretch for the fingers. Breathe out, round your back, cat pose. Let's go again, 2 more. Inhale, anchor down through your hands, shoulders right over your wrists. As you breathe out and round your back, you might pull your hips back a little bit, lengthening into the lower back. One more inhale. Exhale. Crawl back a little bit on your mat. Take your hands a little further ahead of you. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, anahatasana. In this one, we pull the lower belly up and in, hips over the knees. Feel the shoulders open, but drop your head, your forehead towards the earth. Breathe in, releasing that round upwards away from the earth. And then once more, lengthen. So we don't want to push down into our shoulders. Draw back through the lower belly. Now elbows to the earth, breathe in, toes on the earth, lift the knees, find a forearm plank and let the legs come down. Point the toes back, sphinx pose, upward puppy, elbows under your shoulders. Imagine you're energetically dragging your hands towards you as you lift your head. Breathe out, come down, make a pillow for your head with your hands. And as you breathe in, lift the legs and the forearms off the earth, keeping the head on the hands. Breathe out, let the hands go wide and back in the direction of your toes. Breathe in. Now bring the hands down under your shoulders as you breathe out, as you would for cobra. Now cobra, keep those legs strong, but let them come down to the earth as you lift the heart a little more. Pull back on your knees, child's pose. Ease on back. Listen, go slow. Come forwards, hands and knees, cat pose. Inhale. Downward dog as you exhale. Walk the feet gently up your mat towards your hands. Breathe in, hands to your shins. Lengthen from the pit of your belly to the heart and the head. Breathe out, bow over the legs. Again, that's softening the bending of the knees. Breathe in, uncurl all the way up to the sky. Breathe out, Tadasana, hands to the heart. Breathe in, let the arms go wide and up to the sky again. Gather it in, slow, Uttanasana. Hands to the earth. Can you place them flat maybe? Breathe in, hands to your shins, lengthen, look ahead. Right leg back as we exhale. We're going to let the hips come down, down, down. Let the knee just touch the earth, look ahead. Breathe in, step to plank. Feel the four corners of it. Lower down knees first or straight legs onto the belly. Rise in cobra. If you want to take less weight in the hands, go for locust or upward puppy instead. Now back into downward dog, breathing out. So we're going to keep moving with the breath. Keep the breath slow. Right foot forwards, breathing in. You might put the left knee down to help with that transition. And keep the left knee down on the earth now as you bring the heart and head forwards. Exhale, step up to the top and bow. Uttanasana. Inhale to the sky. Good. Exhale, hands to the heart. So keep it flowing. Slow, deep breaths. Inhale, open, reach up. Exhale, bow down. Let the breath lead you. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, left leg back. Slow, let the hips move down, the knee move down, let the heart and head extend forwards. Inhale, back to plank. This connecting vinyasa can become your own. Straight legs or knees bent. Lower your way to your back bend. Breathe in. Downward dog, or it can be child's pose. Exhale. Stepping the left foot through your way. You can have the right knee down or not. Keep breathing in, lengthen. Breathing out, step up and bow. Uttanasana. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, gather in. Hands to the heart. And again, inhale. So in this way, we're really deepening our breath. Exhale, we're moving in its wake. Inhale, half lift. Right leg, exhale. And if you're ready, you can keep that knee lifted. Let the hips move downwards. It's a little stronger. Inhale to plank. And lower, exhale. As you feel ready to move further into your back bend, this may become an upward dog if that feels right. Back on the knees or over the toes, downward dog or child's pose. Right foot through, inhale. Keep breathing in and let the lunge deepen. Breathing out, step up and bow. Uttanasana. Inhale, rising. Exhale, gather. Again, inhale, leading with the left this time. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left leg back. Inhale to plank, feeling the four corners of it, the head extending, the strength in the core. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rising. Exhale, pull back. Left leg coming through. Inhale, keep breathing in, give it a chance to really expand in four directions. Exhale, step up and bow. Inhale, rising. Exhale, gather. So one more time. Inhale, let the arms open. Feel the beginning, the middle, the end of the in-breath. Exhale, folding, beginning, middle, end of the out-breath. The hands find the earth. Inhale, half lift, beginning, middle, end of the inhale. Now right leg back. Exhale, beginning, middle, and at the end we feel the full extension. Inhale to plank, beginning, middle, we're setting it up, keep breathing to the end. Exhale, lower, beginning, middle, end. Inhale, rising, beginning, middle, end of the inhale. Now exhale, back, beginning, middle, end of the exhale. Right leg forwards, beginning, middle, end of the inhale, the full expression of the pose. Exhale, step up, beginning, middle, end of the exhale, fully folding. Inhale, rising, beginning, middle, end of the inhale. Exhale, beginning, middle, end. One last round. Inhale, open, beginning, middle, end. Exhale, beginning, middle, end. Inhale, half lift, beginning, middle, end. Exhale, left leg, beginning, middle, end. Inhale, plank, beginning, middle, end. Exhale, beginning, middle, end.
Inhale your back bend, beginning, middle, fully expressing through the end. Exhale, transition back, beginning, middle, reaching the pose at the end. Left leg forwards, beginning to breathe in, middle of the in-breath, end of the in-breath. Exhale, step up, beginning, middle, end of the out-breath. Inhale, rise, beginning, middle, end. Exhale, gather it down, beginning, middle, end. Take your hands forwards, Savasana mudra. Open the arms wide, inhaling. Spin them around as you exhale, let the hands come back and interlace. Inhale from your feet, rise and open through the heart. Exhale, bend the knees and bow. If this is too much for the shoulders, hold a belt instead. Go to that breath. And even here, feel the beginning, the middle, and the end of each inhale and exhale. End of this breath, let the hands go. Bring the fingertips to the floor ahead of you. Inhale, half lift, rising from the belly through the heart to the head. Take the feet wider, turn them out a little, and begin to lower the hips into a squat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now we're going to sit down. We'll stretch the legs out in front of us. So sitting about halfway along your mat, breathe in with the arms ahead of you, and then breathe out, roll your spine down onto the floor. Now take the arms wide and open overhead, inhaling, reach. Exhale, hands up, head up. Can you roll yourself back up to sitting? Then inhale, lift arms to the sky or straight ahead, what your shoulders prefer. Exhale, forward bend. Bowing over the legs, drop the head. Again, inhale, sitting up tall, arms ahead of you, strong spine. Exhale, roll on down. Inhale, it's like snow angel arms. Turn the palms to face up and let them open wide around you and over your head. Exhale, hands to the ceiling, lift the head, roll up. Now inhale, hands ahead of you or go higher. And exhale, take the length in the body forwards over the legs. Let's go again. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, opening, arms wide, so good for the shoulders. Overhead, and then exhale, up. Lift, inhale, strong spine, good, and forwards, exhale. Now inhale, coming up to sitting, bend the left leg up and then the knee out to the side. But now instead of the right leg straight ahead, bend it and then send it out on a diagonal to lengthen it. Bring the right hand down along that leg if you can, and your left hand can rest on the bent leg. If this feels more like this kind of effect, like you're squished in, can't reach, put the hand on the ground behind instead. Now everyone open through the front body. Let's let that left arm come out from the heart, way out to the fingers. Good. Can keep it here, or does it feel good to take it over, inch it over? You'll feel this down the side body, I think. That's certainly where I'm getting that. Breathe. So where the arm goes isn't so important, it's the effect. We might take our hand behind the head,
if that's not too much. If you want that little bit more. I'm going to deepen the breath here and stay for one more. As we breathe out, come out of it. Swap it the other way. So I know this feels, well, certainly for me, I think for most people, this early hour of the day, this feels kind of strong. But think of it as giving yourself a head start. You're waking up those muscles that maybe weren't going to wake up till about 10 o'clock. So here we are, open across the chest. So ease into it. Bring the arm over. It's all good. Breathe into the side body. Maybe hand behind the head. See how that feels. Do you like it? Is it too much? Good. Be where you are now. Drink a deeper inhale. Exhale, come back, circling in. Now keeping that right leg bent, lean into the right hip, swing the left leg back to 90 degrees at your knee, okay? Now this front foot, bring that forwards a bit so you make another 90-degree angle here. Twist around to the right, so the foot is away from the knee, it's two 90-degree angles. We're going around to the right, hand against the left knee, that's your left hand. And from this left hip, rise right up through the heart to the head and twist. Back to the center. And we'll change the legs. So let's just swing them around in front. And the left leg is in front now, your right leg falls back behind. Give yourself a gap between the two 90-degree angles and spin around to the left. As we get a little quieter, go into that breath. Notice any thoughts or feelings that arise, breathe into them. Breathe out and let go of what you don't need in this moment now. One more breath. Be with what's real, what you can really feel and know to be true. Bring it on back. Good. So bringing the legs around in front. And one last thing, let's bring our right leg up and over, foot to the floor. Twist to the right, right hand behind. Can you wrap the left arm around that right leg, hug it into the body? So give yourself a little more height and space in the spine. And then twist through the upper back in particular, turning that gaze over the right shoulder. Close the eyes, get quiet, and deepen the breath. Unwind to the center as you're ready. And the other way. So we straighten out the right leg, we bring that left leg over. Wrap the arm around, left hand to the ground behind. If you find it very hard to sit up with the tall spine, you could sit up on a little block or a cushion. Breathe in, gather that length through the spine, through the soft palate of the mouth, and then twist around that central axis. Now go in. Feel the breath from the inside. Unwind, bring it back to the center. Perfect. Gather everything you need now for Savasana. Let's get all that stuff set up. We'll bring maybe a cushion under the head and the bolster under the knees.
Perhaps you'd like a blanket to put over you or an eye pillow for the eyes. And when you come down onto the ground and you find your place, see if it feels good to lie back. I think it should. But if you need something extra for your back to release it out, bring your knees into the body for a moment. Give yourself a hug. You can do that even if the bolster is there. And then drop those knees over to the left for a moment for a little twist. Taking a few breaths there, and then you can shift that to the other side. Now you may feel fine to just go ahead and rest directly on the earth, or the back might really appreciate that last little bit. Okay. And perhaps hugging the knees into the body once more, or happy baby pose before you finally settle. How lucky are we to have this day, this gorgeous sunny day, this chance to be here. Let's drink in this moment as it is. Trust that you deserve Savasana. Sometimes in our busy lives, this is the bit we're inclined to ignore, to skip. But this is really where healing happens. We empty all the doing, the overthinking, overanalyzing, and allow ourselves to be in this moment of our lives, which is never coming again. This moment as it is passing like every other. So many moments, and so many of these moments when we're living in a different one, going over the past, or worrying or fantasizing about the future. A lot of the anxiety in our lives comes from worrying about what might happen. Not all of it, but quite a lot. So what can we let go of right now and just trust that that will unfold as it should, and we will cope? What can we let go of right now as we come into this moment, this breath, this feeling of the body resting on the earth? Feel your head. Soften your face. Feel the breath come and go through your nose. You're not doing the breath now, but just be present in it as it is. Feel the dropping of your shoulders. Let the weight of the arms be held by the earth, and feel that. The softening of your hands and fingers. Now feel the breath in your back. The breath in your front. And the softening of your body as you receive this breath and allow it to come and go. Sink the hips. The belly. Feel the legs. Where are the legs in contact with support? Let them go. Notice the sensations in the top of the feet, the soles of the feet, the toes. Feel the whole body, from the head to the fingers and toes. Inhabit the whole body. Feel the body breathe. Let the breath draw you deeper inside to feel the subtle movement of energy, the subtle sensations. If your mind wanders away, gently guide it back to here and now. Notice the sounds. The movement in the world around you. And the feeling in your own body. And as you feel ready, let the breath get bigger, deeper, fuller. And as you breathe it out, empty the back of the waist to the earth and let the kneecaps roll towards your ceiling. Then holding the pelvis steady, bend one leg, find the earth with that foot, and then bend the other. Both feet grounded, roll over to your side. And come up from here as you're ready. Find your seat. So when you found your seat, like we did at the beginning, this lovely tall spine sitting on your sit bones, bring your hands together at your heart center. Bow the head a little bit. And let's take a moment to think of 3 things that you're grateful for in your life. 3 things that money can't buy. Let's take a big breath in, open the arms wide, stretch up overhead. Gather it in, exhale, pausing at the third eye, your wisdom center. Pause at the heart center. And bring the hands to the earth. Namaste.